Okay, so biomechanical analysis on your running style. We're going to go into here and we'll see your arms. Can you see your arms come all the way away from your body?
Yeah.
Like, look at that one there. So if we zoom into here, essentially you should be going from pocket to chin. And there shouldn't be a gap in there. There shouldn't be a gap. So what we want to do is try and get rid of this little gap in here.
Yeah.
We want to make it go straight past your stomach from your pocket and then come up to your chin. Okay, hit your chin pretty good. But then, because your body's contorted, it's twisted, look at your other arm. Over here. Do you see how it's in and out? Like that? So what we want to do is you're wasting energy by doing all these little movements with your arms. If you get them straight, then things are more fluid. Therefore, you don't get any twist in your shoulders. See how the right arm is inside your shoulder? It should be alongside the shoulder. So we should be able to draw a line straight down the middle, and that your elbow should be on the red line and your wrist should be on the red line. At the moment, it's in. I'm going to get it out. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we go across into here, see how your body goes from right to left? See how the left shoulder drops?
Yeah.
Right, so if we draw a line, yep. Okay, can you see that straight line?
Yeah.
Now watch, as we go through, watch how one goes higher, one goes lower. That's because you're trying to move your arms fast and it's digging into the floor. We want to stay straight and just make them do this. All that movement in here is wasting energy. Okay, you want to put energy through the body into the floor to push you back up and go faster. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we've got that done right. Now, your knee height is pretty...
Stop fucking laughing too.
Look, yeah, look. I know, I told him his head. Look, he's smiling. Watch it when I zoom out. Look at this. Watch it. I go all the way through here. Look. Look at his head. Look. He's like, hey, man. Look at his eyebrows. Even eyebrows too raised. This guy, you see a chick in the corner. All right, so we'll go back. We'll go back to here, and we'll look inside to your knee height. So now we're in full flight sprint. So your knees are very low. It'll give you a better picture on this side in here. So if we can come into there. All right, so we'll zoom in and we'll go to your knee height. So how you know this is the height of your knee is when your bottom heel comes out. Okay, so that's the first instance that comes out. So what we're looking at is that line there.
Yeah.
What we want to get, we want to get it as close to that line as possible. So this little gap in here, this little gap in here, we want to make that as short as possible. The reason is because when you lift the green line up to where the yellow line is, your leg on the bottom has a lot more room to swing and land. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's how you create distance in each stride. So you're creating more distance in each stride, therefore you can get from point A to point B a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put you through some things to create some strength in your hip flexors and in your quads and in your abdominals, which is here, your abs. And then we're going to make sure that you run with a high knee. And you're going to have a different length of stride. Okay, so if we go through those type of things in there, then you'll be able to gain more speed almost instantaneously. The next thing, the last thing we're going to look at is your foot strike.
Yeah.
So we'll go over here and we'll zoom in to where your foot hits the ground. Okay, so can you see that there, your foot, your heel?
Yeah.
So it's coming in and it's heel first. What we want to do is have you not touch the ground outside.
And I get my toes.
Yeah, you want to be on your toes. Good boy. We don't want you to... That's the midline of your body. Okay, and you're landing there, outside the midline of your body. What we want to do is make sure that that heel in here lands in the midline of your body.
Yeah.
So therefore, this knee here, that's the angle of your leg. So therefore, you're pushing forward, as opposed to having that forward, then got to crawl the ground forward. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to fix on those couple of things because that motion at the moment in there to there is not great. You're landing in front. Right? And you want to make sure that you don't land in front of your midline. You want to land underneath your body so your forward momentum is going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll fix those 4 or 5 things over the coming weeks and then we'll go from there.